Welcome back to another S14 video, and today we are going to be changing out these tail lights right here. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before. This car is actually a Zenki. This car is a 1995 240SX. The front end originally was the less aggressive, roundish, older pre-facelift front end. And the previous guys who owned this car facelifted and swapped out my entire front end to be the Koki or Kuki or whatever you want to call it. Basically, because this was a Zenki, it has Zenki taillights. But today it doesn't matter because we are going to completely swap these old boys out for something super unique. So right here are the new taillights that I've picked up. These are P2M taillights. They're not that common on S14s. Most people just go for the Koki tails or the D-Max LED Koki tails. But what I want to do with these is actually change them up from what we have here. I want to take these apart. What we believe is that the red portion right here is either just sprayed on, and what we're gonna do is try and sand it and try and remove all of the red that you see here on this whole light setup to have a full chrome and clear S14 tail light. So we're gonna whip out the hair dryer, our little heat gun here. We're gonna start out by heating it up with the heat gun and see if we could take apart the lenses from there. So once we could get those apart, we could sand it down. If the heat gun doesn't work, then we might have to resort to other cooking machinery. We are gonna try and put these in the oven because they fit. The long big piece in the middle does not fit at all into my ovens, unfortunately. What we're currently doing is we have it preheated to 200. And I'm gonna start out by just putting them in there for like 5 minutes or so. But don't leave the lights in there while you're preheating because that's how they can melt because the oven gets really warm while it's doing that process. Cooking up some nice tail light. Bon appetit. Oh, what up? When'd you get here?
Just now?
Yeah, dude, we're cooking up some good P2M taillight right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's warming up in the oven.
You grilling at 375, right?
Actually, 200.
Oh, okay.
I should have done 240.
Oh, should have done 240. Should have done 240.
So for the middle piece, we're just trying to heat gun as much as possible. Because this thing's just too long. It's too big. It will not fit in the oven.
Anybody own a restaurant that's got an industrial oven?
Yeah, because
put this bitch in.
Stupid S14s, why are their taillights gotta be so long?
Why do Zenki ones have to be so ugly?
That is the real question. I feel like the best way is to somehow have the entire thing heated.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, it's all gotta come off at once. So even if you can just get one side really warm, I don't think that's gonna do that much.
That's why I'm trying to get a section so that I can peel it up and kind of like...
Well, if you could get it out and then just stick something in there to make sure it stays and then just work your way.
The thing is, it's going to be hard to get the whole thing heated with just the little heat gun because by the time you go around the whole thing, by the time you get over here, this side's going to be cold.
Exactly. Okay, let's put that one on pause for a second.
Is this one nice and warm?
It's like 5 minutes warm. Is it? Can you touch it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What the hell am I doing with this thing?
I don't think that's warm enough.
That's me.
What you doing?
Dude! I barely even put any pressure.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Alright, back in the oven it goes.
No, you know what you should have used? The little plastic things we bought at Harbor Freight. Hold on, push it, put it in there, and then maybe I can. Oh, there we go.
You can kind of see the...
Let's put it in for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
We're dissecting the taillight.
For real though.
We're getting it's coming off. I just don't know.
Oh!
No!
No! It was going so well.
No. Time to return.
I think it.
No, I'm not giving up.
I think it needs to be a little warmer. because it was going real good till right there.
Can I want to keep something in there so that it stays, yeah.
Well, this should be.
So we've gotten this far.
You mean something like metal?
I guess so, yeah.
How's progress over here?
I mean, I got it quite a bit down.
Sure. Alright. We're just gonna leave that and put it back in the oven like that. So the boys separated what I thought would be the most difficult piece, and as you can see, it's fully chrome, which is sick. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
Don't stab yourself.
Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh! Dude, thank gosh this is plastic. Dude, if it just shattered right there after all of that, it would have been so awful. I wonder if we could take this out. Because is that just a reflector?
Yeah.
Because that definitely
Would kill the.
it'll kill the
vibe.
total clear vibe. We got this. We unfortunately had a little crack right there, but it'll be unnoticeable from afar. This is the first time ever doing it, so if I were to give advice on you guys that are trying to do this, my advice is that if you guys are going to be trying to do this with the P2Ms or any taillight, honestly, heat gun is going to work better than just putting it in the oven. You need to heat the backside, because all the glue is mainly put into this little pocket that's back here, and you just need to be constantly heating that up while you're trying to pry it out.
Yeah, don't use the flatheads, use these things.
Yeah, also, buy these little plastic pliers.
The metal will put too much pressure and break it.
Yep.
Let's go.
Oh, you got the reflector out. Yeah, we fully cleared. Dude, that's gonna look so sick. It's so chrome. Now we're on to the clearing phase, which is showing that it is possible. We have breakthrough right there. They're probably gonna end up a little bit foggy, and we probably aren't gonna be able to like fully polish them. We're gonna get some acetone and some, I think the sandpaper we have now is too thin. That it's taking Christian a long time.
Too fine.
It's fully dark outside. It's been a while. I'll update you guys on where we're at right now. So, Ryan just murdered someone. Basically, we're in, we're in the phase of clearing the tails, and it's coming along rather well. You can barely even notice. You guys can see the slight crack that's down in the middle, but other than that, that's solid right there. Got the old toothbrush getting in full use. And yeah, make sure you guys have a lot of paper towels, because you guys will probably need that. We test fitted what the lights are gonna look like. It doesn't have the lenses on, but right now, the center one is a straight mirror. Like I can see my focus directly behind it right now. I'm surprised. I honestly didn't have much faith that this would be able to get done, but we're gonna make it happen. Custom taillights.
Isn't that a
And then-
K-pop guy?
Yeah, it's gonna look something like that.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
Oh, that's gonna be so sick. The centerpiece is clamped on by as many clamps that I have around to try and keep the lens attached to the housing so that the silicone can dry. The corners on top of the Z over here, letting these dry as well. Gosh, they look so good. I'm so excited to see how this is going to turn out on the car. I will see you guys in the following morning after our stuff is dried up. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our taillight clearing install. Right over here on my beautiful Z table, I've laid out the next important part about this is bulbs. Right up top here, these are all of the original bulbs that were in the OEM Zenki taillights that I had. Because these are basically white lights, since we're basically making them clear, it's gotta be very illegal to have white taillights, especially people on the road might think you're driving towards them when you're in front of them. So that means we have to change up some of the bulbing setup here. So if you look right here, what I picked up to replace one of these is a red LED. I went with red LEDs so that it doesn't show a red bulb, because that's going to be very visible through the clear lens. And then we also, this actually comes with the P2M tails. These are the turn signals. I'm just going to go with these, leave them orange. There might be a little bit of orange in the clear, but it's whatever. And then we also got red LEDs for the tiny side light that remains on as well. I got these two at your local AutoZone, and this comes with the P2M tails that we cleared out. So that's basically what you're probably gonna need if you're doing this from Zenki taillights. I don't know exactly how it all works in the Koki tails, but I assume it basically all goes the same. Our beautiful taillight here has been sealed up and it's been dried overnight. We put this mushy piece that came with it back in, and we're basically gonna get them loaded onto the car, so they just mount back in the original holes. Whew! I'm so excited to see this final product. Close my trunk carefully, because I don't know how glued on these lenses are on, so that would be really embarrassing if they just shattered off. Okay, it's not wanting to close right now. We're gonna give it a little more force. Boom! Oh my God. So here we have our fully clear, fully chromed out P2M tails on the S14. Now, I gotta admit, like, we've done some unique stuff on this channel, like fully bring a video game car to life and slap on a big roof box on an R8. But like this, to try something completely new that most people don't do on S14s. It's not perfect. From like a 5-footer. These are fully clear S14 tails, which I've just never seen in person before. This is probably gonna be one of the coolest things going from here about this car, and I hope to see more S14 owners try something like this, because clear tails is definitely becoming just more of a trend on cars, or mainly 90s JDM cars, and I support it 100%. We definitely got to do wheels, because these wheels actually work. I like how the lips of them complement the tails, but we definitely need some metallic chrome dish wheels to kind of go along with our chrome taillights right there. And we need to lower the car a little bit more. And this is just, you kind of join us right in the middle of where this car is at. We still have plenty more to go, and I'm super, super stoked because, God, these are just so sick. I forget this is your first time seeing it.
I mean, Jack are the masters of stretching fiberglass. Yeah, Brennan said it couldn't be done. You can't possibly stretch those side skirts an extra